Today we're gonna play Industry Giant 4.0. This is an exclusive gameplay because there is indeed a first public demo that is going to come later this month. Between October 14th and October 21st, you're going to have the next Steam Next Fest, and usually with those events you have a lot of demo, and there will be indeed a demo for Industry Giant 4.0. As far as I know, the first demo, there has been a playtest, a private playtest, but this will be the first public demo. And I got my hands on it. So thank you to the developers for sharing this early with me so that I can showcase it to all of you. Now, according to Steam, this is very similar to City Skylines or Anno 1800, but in my opinion, this is actually a perfect mix between City Skylines and Transport Fever. The goal is to build an industrial empire from scratch. You're going to produce goods, build up industries, transport those resources, with complex transportation network, plan your production, manage finances, you have a P&L to manage, you need to navigate, the seasons, global events, and you need to provide these to cities to grow cities. So again, I think there is a lot of city skylines here where you're going to have cities that are going to grow, you place your roads, you place industries, but there's also a lot of something like Transport Fever 2, where you need to really manage the logistic, manage the finances, the productions. So let's dive right in. Okay, so it is, we're in the game. Right now I only have access to single player, but interesting to see that there is multiplayer too. There's quite a few options that you can see in terms of gameplay, audio, graphics, etc. I'm not going to go into all details, but it's good to see that it's there. Most importantly, let's dive into the single player. And what's interesting too is I know their idea is to have multiple scenarios, multiple maps. So it's not just, you have one map and you're done. In this one, this is obviously sort of a tutorial one. It's not going to be that big. You can't change too much, but you have the difficulty setting over here, the starting budget, and the sales price. We're going to have, as I said, multiple types of scenarios, and apparently, there's going to be also many scenarios like bonuses, maluses. There's going to be a lot of details into this one. Let's dive into the actual game so I can show you how it plays, and you can decide if you want to also download this demo for yourself, test it more. And again, as I mentioned, this is an early version, so the actual demo version may look slightly different. So it is. First of all, you can see that you can zoom pretty closely and you'll be able to see we are right now in 1950s. So yeah, the cars are a bit older. I don't know if in the 1950s they already had lights like these, but okay. So there is going to be time, the time is going to move. As I said, the map, this one is not huge, but you can already see that there's quite a few different elements, different terrains. There's some bridges, some mountains, some forest, and you can also see that each of those sectors, or each of those provinces, if you wish, they have different sort of specialization. Here you have a big forest, right? Here you have forest and some fish. Here, this is going to be heavy industrial zone. Here, this is our first city. In this map, we only actually have one small city, and this small city is made of houses. Each of these individual houses has a level. Right now, it says currently level 1, but it can go quite high, right? And it is going to want to purchase things. Right now, we haven't really started, so there's nothing, but you'll see in a second, when we really start the game, they will say, for example, I want to buy some food, and how much food they want to buy, right? Oh, actually, this is over here. You can see the demand. The demand per season is different, and also this is the basic demand at level 1. When you move to a higher house level, they're gonna want more things, more advanced things. So this is our population over here, and as I said, this is going to grow organically, but on the other hand, we're going to be able to build many things. Now, at the beginning of this tutorial, we only have access to the agricultural farm and some roads and some railroad. As we move, through the tutorial, we're going to unlock much more. So we have also, some tutorial over here, some description. You can take it out if you want. You have quite a few layers over here if you want to see what's happening. You have also at the bottom even more, and in particular the quite important one is your company over here. This shows you all of your costs, expenses, and income to see your profits. Alright, you can also see the milestone of the tutorial or of that mission, market prices. So prices are going to change, they're going to evolve. You have policies in the future, the global market, loans. So there's quite a lot of things over here. And just at the top there, finally, in terms of UI, you can see sort of warnings, error warnings information. So let's start moving. We want to construct an agricultural farm. So let's do that. We cannot put it over here because this is not, you know, fertile land. We have fertile land over here, so we can choose where we want to do. There's already a road there that I think leads to the city. Yeah, so let's maybe put it over here. You can rotate it, of course. You're going to be able to put it up and down because the terrain is not flat, right? As you can see, it's going to cost us 1.5 million because that's quite a big industry. But yeah, we're going to build it. Now, the game is paused right now, so we're going to want to unpause it so that it starts building. You have 3 speed level, and you can press, you know, space to also pause or unpause. So here it is. The first industry is being built. And with this, we're going to be able to start producing. Now, right now, there is a maintenance cost because, you know, this building is there. There's not a production cost because we haven't started to produce anything. Production line number 1, no product. So we go into production here, and we can start placing some fields. All right, so we're going to place some fields on this, you know, red radius over here, right? Close, basically close to the processing plant. It needs to not have a problem. Here it is, and done. So now that we have some fields, we can choose a production on those fields. Do we want to do some fruits or some vegetables, or some wheat, cotton? There's a few others in the future. You can see also when can you produce them, how long is it going to take. So for example, this one takes 1 cycle versus the cotton over here takes 2 cycles, 2 quarters. We're going to start with the fruits. And you can also choose how much when you want. You know, do you want to do it the whole year, or maybe what I want to do is, you know, cut it in 2 like this, and then this one, instead of putting, you know, the fruits, we're going to put something else. We can put the vegetable, for example. So half a year fruit, half a year vegetable. You can also choose the production. You know, in the right now it says I'm going to produce 1,100 because I have my efficiency at this let's call it percentage. I can also change that, right? I can say, actually, I want to only produce 200 because right now it's not like my population is big, for example, right? Because if I produce too much, my costs are going to be high, right? Like, for example, over here, the cost is 110,000. If I decrease to 200, now the cost is only 20,000. So it's obviously a lot less. And because you have to manage your finances, right? If I'm producing too much and wasting it, it's not going to help me. So we're going to start like this for now. Then you can see, we want to save, sorry. Now there is no transport route right now, and there is no storage, but in the future we can see, you know, is there storage or not. And you can see that we have a capacity of 1,500. We can see the utilization, storage history, etc. And if I have more than 1,500, I'm gonna start having, you know, cost for this. Then, you know, the next mission is obviously to set up production. We just did that. The next one is to construct a grocery store so we can sell those fruits and vegetables to my population. I'm gonna go here into the shops. This needs to be in the city, right? So you're gonna want to put it probably towards the center of the town because people are gonna be happiest if the stores are closest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna destroy a couple of these houses. To be honest, I would love for the game to destroy them automatically when I place it, but it doesn't work, as you can see. Oh, here it does actually. Maybe it does. Maybe it's just me that missed it. So I'm gonna want to rotate it slightly with Q to put it over here in this corner. Perfect. So yeah, it destroyed those 2 houses. Don't worry, we'll probably book new houses somewhere else. Then we're gonna need a truck depot to be able to transport between those 2, right? So we'll go over here into the roads, and we have the truck depot. And it doesn't really matter where you put it, but we're gonna put it in between where there is quite a few roads. So here, this is actually a main road, but maybe we put it over here, right? It's close to this one, and there is also a road over here. Okay, so now we're gonna want to set up a truck line, right? So what we're gonna do is over here we have our lines. We can have road lines or a railway one. We're gonna start with a road for now. We're gonna say take some trucks from this depot. Oh, sorry, the depot hasn't been built yet. Let's build the depot. There it is. We have the depot. So we want to put into this depot, and we want to add some stops. We're gonna say you start here and you go to the grocery store, right? Then we need to say what to do. So take some unpackaged fruits and take some unpackaged vegetables and then deliver them at the grocery store. Okay, we save all of this. And now we need to buy some vehicles, right? So what we're gonna do is either you click on the depot, or you can go back also into your line, or you can click on I here for the vehicles. We're gonna purchase some vehicles. You're gonna click on which depot you want them to be delivered to, because you could have multiple on your map, right? Then we're gonna choose the type of vehicles. Right now we have access to 3. Obviously, you know, as time passes by, there may be new ones. These ones may become out of fashion, right? You can see each of them has a different capacity, a cost, maintenance, acceleration, top speed, all of those things. So this is where I think for me it comes, you know, I think about Transport Fever 2. I think in this case, they tell us to buy the Mac A20 semi-trailer, so it's this one. So let's go for that one. And they tell us to buy 6. You can also choose, you know, if you want it right away, or if you want it later into the future. And then, you know, if you want it right away, it costs you more money. If you're okay to wait, then potentially they can give you a discount. In this case, I think we're not gonna wait. We're not gonna wait at all. Let's just buy it right away. So we sign the contract, and you know, if I unpause now, they have been delivered right away. So that's great. And I can probably see them. Here it is. The first one is leaving. We can, you know, do a lot here. I can change the name of this truck. Christoph, that's for you, my friend. You have the first truck of the game as always. You can see where it's going, right? How much is being delivering. I'm guessing this is per year or per quarter, and many other things. So I can make it go back to the depot, and then as soon as, you know, we arrive over here, we can see what is going to be in. Let's accelerate the time. Actually, we're going to be able to see what is in. It has a capacity of 160. It's going into, there may be actually nothing, sorry, because we may not have started. No, we haven't started yet. This is going to start in the next quarter. We're going to start. So let's try to accelerate the time quickly. Where is that guy going? Is he going to the city through there? Well, because that road is too slow, but that's not good. We probably want to upgrade our city in the future. And as I showed you at the beginning, there is also, you know, random passengers that are going around. So in this one, we have almost, let's go. So this quarter here is going to finish, right? We are now in July. So this one should become green. Yes. So this is going to be the first time we actually produce something, and then this can start. In the meantime, we have actually unlocked a couple of other things. First of all, we have unlocked the logging camp. And second, you may remember that also over here, we had other productions. We had the wheat, we had the cotton. So there's a few other things we can do. Let's actually do the logging camp. There's a lot of forest here. And you can see that there is some railway connections here, right? This is, yep, this is, you know, heavy industry. So you can have a road, but you can also have some railway. So that's what we're going to do. And I think we're going to bring this one just there. Should probably, sorry, rotate. Should probably be able to find space. If I, actually, I'm going to rotate it the other way around, sorry. Why is that not working? Oops, sorry. So, you know, there is, game is still sometimes a bit rough on the edges. Like, I don't know why, for example, this is not working. I'm guessing it's because, you know, it's too much of construction that needs to be done. But here it seems fine. So it is. I'm going to do this. And then I can start connecting some of these. So like, for example, over here, we can put a small rod to connect that. Oops, why? Yeah, connect here. Okay. And then we're going to want some railroad from here to there. So it can make a bridge and everything. You can also control the elevation, right, yourself. But in this case, we're going to do it simple. Here it is. We need a train depot. I don't actually have. I should have. Maybe I will just put it next door. It's fine. So let's do this. We connect there. Okay. So we can buy in the. We need to wait for it to be built. Sorry. But now that it's built, we can go here, purchase a first locomotive. I'm going to take the small one. Up. Here it is. And we can, sorry, I have a lot of open things right now. We can create our first train route. That is not what I wanted to do, sorry. Here. The train route we're gonna say you take from this train depot here and you start here and you go there. You're gonna transport probably just the wood for now. I'm gonna save it. Here it is. Now here we are not producing anything yet. We need to place a forest first. So let's go place a forest over here, another one here, another one there. Good. With that, we're starting to produce some wood. As always, we can decide how much. 6,000 feels like a lot. Let's start with 400 for now. Okay, save and unpause. So we're gonna start making some wood there in the next quarter. It's always if you're mid-quarter or I don't know, it's called more. Yeah, let's call it quarter. It doesn't start right away. You have to wait for the next one. And then here we can decide what to do with that, right? So we can say, do we want to transform the wood into planks, or the wood into shavings, or the planks into cardboard, if you wish. We're gonna start first this one here, the wood shavings, because this is what's needed for my population. Again, 3,000 is probably way too much because we're making only 400. So we should probably align because it's 1-to-1. So let's say actually a bit less. So I can show you hopefully, soon that we have somewhere some problem. So here it's fine. It's saying it's not starting because it doesn't have wood yet, but hopefully it's gonna start having wood soon. Okay, here it is. I think we're starting to have some production. And see into this truck here. It has, oh no, there's nothing. Let me see what's happening. No, this is empty, but it's probably because some of them have already, some truck have already been taking things. If we look into these groceries, yeah, it is a 4 stars rating, so it's pretty good. There is 255 out of the 500 of storage that is used. Or that is, where is it? Like in the current quarter, we have sold 67 fruits, right? And you can see per month, you can see how much money we're making. You can yearly comparison. There's many things you can do here, and it is. We have in storage, and they're fresh. This is quite a cool feature. I feel is food and things like this. You're gonna want to sell them pretty quickly after you make them. Otherwise, they're gonna become stale, spoil. Your people are not gonna be happy. Versus something like a plank of wood, it's not gonna spoil right away at least. So yes, this is starting to sell, and I can check some of these houses. Still level 1, but at least if I look over here in the purchase, you can see this guy over here, for example, he was looking for some things and he got some of it. He didn't get everything, but he got some of it. Here, for example, right, he got some vegetables, but he didn't get wood shaving. So that's why we want to make some. So let's see, are we starting over there? We make a first one. I don't know if we make a... Yeah, we have some in storage. So where's my train now? Did I forget to put a train on it? No, I think I put a train on it. Right? What's the problem? Not enough vehicle available. Depot does not... feel like we bought a... Yeah, we bought a train. Why is this not working? It's... Oh, did I not buy it? Sorry, I forgot. I think I forgot clicking on sign. Okay, I clicked on that, and then I forgot to click on sign, I think. Okay, it is. It's gonna be delivered. You can see when it's gonna be delivered. Alright, and then that should start. Let's look at our money, by the way. So our money, we have operating costs. For example, we have a shop, right? Our industries, our infrastructure, all of these cost some operations. Similarly, our vehicles, right? They cost some operations. And then we have also, every time you buy some vehicles, this is a one-time expense. And here, this is how much we're making. Right now, we're only making a bit of money in our grocery store. So we should probably buy, as quickly as possible, also a hardware store. So we can start selling some of that wood, basically. I don't know why so many houses are going to be destroyed, but okay. They're going to be just rebuilt elsewhere. It's not the end of the world. I could also... if I look over here, expand potentially this road, that. Okay, so we have a second store here now. This is going to sell those shavings. So hopefully we've started to make some now. Let's see. I haven't seen a train yet. Has he arrived? And there is... Yeah, he has arrived. He's reserved for the first line. So why is he not going? Otherwise, I can, I think, check here what it says. Not enough vehicle. Logging camp 1 cannot be reached. Okay, so I built a return path over here, and now it seems to be working. I also slightly changed the line to say go there first, so maybe that's what fixed it. But yeah, you can see now the train is actually not even passing there. So yeah, I think the problem was not at all, you know, this bifurcation. I think the problem was I was telling him to go first here, and just physically that's very hard. So he went there first. But anyway, now that should start to get full of wood. Yeah, perfect. So the wood is gonna come here and gonna be transformed. So now what do we need? Well, we need to transport this shaving from here to the grocery store. Not the grocery store, the hardware store, sorry, my bad. So this is about these guys here. Okay, go for it. Go for it. You can put names to those lines, etc. Right? That works, no problem. So if you look over here, our storage is empty. So that's okay. And here we have actually quite a bit of, wait, as it says, 400 when it says there's 0 capacity use. I'm not sure, but basically I think we are not producing enough at this point. So let's start increasing our production. We can do 2 things to increase the production. First is over here, I can obviously increase the efficiency. Let's go, for example, to 800. We can do the same here. But then we can also add another production line, which is going to cost us some money, some more maintenance, right? Which is not great because we're, I think, probably still in negative in terms of profit right now. But I'm trying to just show you everything in the game. So we can add another production line, and then I can choose what to put on this production line. And in this case, for example, I could do the opposite of what we did before, all right? Or you can put something completely different. You choose. But in this case, you know, here I think this will enable us, you know, to produce both of these all the time, right? We can add another production line to do wheat. And of course, if we start having a lot of production here, at some point we're going to need also some more trucks. But, you know, it's a start. It's a start. So here it is. We have now quite a few more productions here. And we have also a new building that we've unlocked, which is the food processing plant. So let's go over here. Rotate. Yeah. Like this. Yes, now the next mission is to reach 100 people, which, and you know, your population grows when you give them what they want, right? In this house, for example, now is still level 1. There's no house level 2. It'd be great actually to be able to easily see those levels. Maybe there is, I forgot, a layer, maybe on town building level, yeah. So they're all, I think, at level 1 right now. I like that you can move, by the way, all of these. And I think they're all at level 1 because we haven't been giving them a lot of food, like enough food. And on top of this, we haven't been giving wood shavings. But hopefully that should start. You know, if we can look over here, we have the utilization. We can see the supply is not enough there, right? So that's why they're not happy. You can see that there is no too much storage on this one, but this one actually has a bit of storage. Yeah. Half of it. That's why it's yellow instead of green, and it's mostly wood. So what we can do is we could potentially increase that production, right? Because we have a lot of wood right now. And then, you know, if the problem on the other hand is that we have too much wood shaving, then at that point it's probably we need more trucks, right? We need to buy more trucks. There is a warning here. What is it? No, this is just because it's a new production, I think. Let's see. This one is starting, yeah, they're all starting. So yeah, there's no warning. Here there's a warning because we haven't done anything. So what production can we do? Well, we can do wheat, where we take, you know, some wheat plus some cotton to make some bread. Or we can package our fruits, right? Taking our unpackaged one or vegetables and some cartons to transform it. So there's a lot of cool things here, but I need some cartons. We haven't started making cartons, so we're gonna want to do this. Oh, this one is a lot of cost. So I would love to be able to pause the building to say, you know, this building right now should be paused. But anyway, let's start doing this, where here we're going to add another production line so that we can make some wooden planks. Now we probably don't need that much either. And then a third, no, let's not do a third because that's going to cost me a lot. Instead, let's do half a year you make wooden planks, and then half a year you use those wooden planks to make cartons. And hopefully, you know, if we make enough in the first part of the year, then we should have enough to survive the second part of the year. And you can see the ratios. This is easy, 1-to-1. This is also 1-to-1. In the future, I'm sure we'll have some that will be a lot harder. We probably need to increase a bit that production here now that we have increased both of these. Okay. Good. So I think slowly but surely we're starting to make progress here. We can check. We have a house, I think that's level 2. Yes, this is level 2 because it purchased some wood shavings, some of the first wood shavings. So it is now level 2, and therefore moving to level 2, you can see that now they want more stuff. They actually want some wheat product. They actually want some packaged fruits. Right, so we're gonna have to do that, and more houses here are getting graded, so that's great. I can check if we're starting to have, yeah, we have some storage. Good. Now we need to make sure we don't have too much in storage. So we shouldn't increase our production too much, but we have some. It's better than not having any. And here, how we're doing, similarly, we have a bit. So that's great. I think my city is going to really start upgrading now. Are we going to start making some... It's going to take a bit of time for us to start making some cartons. So maybe let me jump forward to this, and I'll see you in a second. So it is a couple of months later, we now have some cartons, some cardboard, and this actually is perishable. As you can see, it becomes cracked and then broken. So I have also created a couple of new routes. Maybe this truck is gonna help us. Now this truck is for shaving. Maybe we don't have enough trucks on the road. This one is going to get some of those boxes, and it's going to deliver them over here, right? Because remember, we need those boxes both to make bread and to package things, package either vegetables or fruits. We are producing over here all those things, right? Fruits, vegetables, and wheat. We have some in storage. This is actually slowly but surely increasing. I have also changed a couple of other things in the line. So let's see. If we look at the vegetable line, it is more complex than before. Now there is 3 things. Instead of starting here and delivering directly to the grocery, what I'm saying is take 1000 here, deliver 500 to the processing plant, and then deliver 500 to the grocery. So that way we're starting to get some of these into the storage there so we can package it. Similarly, then I created, this one I showed you before. This is just for the boxes to arrive. But here, this one, we take the wheat at the farm and we deliver it at the processing plant. Then we take the bread at the processing plant and deliver it at the grocery store. So I don't think we have any yet, but hopefully that will start. Oh, and we're low on storage here, actually. Okay, that's something dangerous, because I'm guessing all of my people are now back to level 1 because I'm not producing enough food. And it's probably because I'm delivering the food here instead of sending it. So let's increase those production of food. So hopefully we can match the demand, because the bigger the city, obviously the bigger the demand too. Yeah, we can see here what are we missing. We are middle of the batch. So hopefully we start in the next one, because I have my first cardboard that have arrived. Some of the fruits, as you can see, they are not in perfect state anymore. So that's not so great. The my rating is going to decrease, but it's better than nothing. So are we starting? Yeah, we're starting to package, in this case, some vegetables, and we're starting to making some bread. So we'll see that in a couple of seconds. And this is, by the way, the second mission over here is to sell some packaged fruits or packaged vegetable or wheat product. So that's what we're trying to do here. Hopefully, again, we're going to start having a bit more of food into storage. But yeah, it goes down quickly because all of my people here, that's what they want to eat. And similarly, actually, for the shavings, we're low. Okay. It may also be that I don't have enough trucks on the roads. Because if you look over here, for example, I do have some shavings. So let's buy some vehicles. we're gonna send it here. And yeah, I'm sure you know that maybe it may already be in the game, I'm just missing it, but I'm also sure that, you know, in the future that will come, things like graphs to help us understand, okay, do we need more trucks? Do we have enough trucks? You know, too many trucks, those type of things. Okay, it is. So that's costing us a lot of money. By the way, our money is slowly but surely getting to a low amount, so we have to be careful there. This is my reputation, right? Like how happy my people are with me. See, I do make some profit, but really not enough at this point to make break even. Okay, so hopefully now we're gonna have some houses get back to positive. Well, they're not very happy here. The supply is only 14%. We're definitely not making enough. Basically, you can see the demand for the whole town, right? And then I can make sure that my production is enough. So yeah, clearly I'm not making enough at this point. But hopefully you get the gist of the game. I can guarantee you I've done it before. I mean, we're almost there. Like, we're starting to sell some bread, I'm guessing. You can check over here. No, this one is not bread. Whose bread? This one. Here is empty. But we must have picked up either some bread or some package because we sold 95 to somebody. Some bread, here it is. We started to sell some bread. Then, you know, we will get to 100 people pretty soon, and then this will be unfortunately the end of the demo. So I do feel, you know, it's great to have free demos. I think it really enables everybody to play the game for themselves before, you know, wishlisting, buying, even if it's early access. I do think the content is slightly limited. I was hoping to see a bit more, maybe, you know, a second map that is completely different, maybe you know, a few more of the productions, because they did say you're going to have at the end something like 60 different goods to manage, and right now I don't know, we're managing maybe 10. So yeah, I would have loved to see a bit more, but I do think this game has a lot of potential. I loved Transport Fever 2, and so this one reminds me a lot of this one, and yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. Here it is, we've sold the goods, and hopefully we can soon also have enough for these guys to go back to this is at level 2 actually now. See, they were able to buy a lot last year. You can change here to go to last year. And yeah, we can see what they bought. So yeah, do tell me in the comments below, you know, what you think. Do you enjoy this one? Oh, here it is. There is quite a lot of level 2 actually. Sorry, my bad. I was on this one, which is the supply. So are you supplying everything? And in this case, we're not supplying everything. There are things that are missing, but we are supplying enough to be in level 2. So yeah, do tell me in the comments below, you know, what you think. Do you want to see more? Are you going to download this demo? And I hope to see you next time.